Hello everyone. I very much hope that I'm live and you can hear me, you can see me, and I'm not having much technical issues. Hello to my Twitch and my YouTube viewers. I think we should be live on Twitch. Let's go to my channel. I'm not having. Yes, I'm live on much technical issues. Hello to my Twitch and my YouTube viewers. And I think I'm also live on YouTube. Live on If someone Twitch is following us, please let me know if my voice is, if the sound is okay. Let's go to my channel. I'm not having. Yes, I'm live on voice is not breaking and we aren't having any technical issues. Hello to my Twitch and my YouTube viewers. And I'm also live on YouTube. Live 51 minutes we are going to start another title Tuesday on 2nd of June 2026. To my channel. 5 minutes without any increment. I'm live on yes, at the moment we are having only one and we aren't having any issues. This doesn't mean anything. And yes, and my YouTube viewers, we will have close to maybe 3, 4, maybe even I'm more also live on YouTube. Live 51 minutes we are going to start another title yes. So I'm starting my stream the sound is okay minutes before 5 minutes without any increment before live on yes, at the moment we are having only one and we aren't having any issues. This doesn't mean anything. And yes, and my viewers, we will have close to maybe 3, 4 of this. I'm also live on YouTube. Live 51 minutes we are going to start this one. Yes, I was thinking to maybe solve some positions, to maybe solve some of them, just warm up. I think should be fine. This one I also went through and let me see if I have them. Yes, this is white to play. So this is the position white to play. And I would like to go and check here. What are we having? Yes, yes, it's absolutely fine. Great. I will just do this. And let's okay, white to play, what can I do? What can I do? Yes, I like this knight c3. If you go queen a3, then knight takes d5. E takes d. I think e6 is very strong. Yes, e6 you have to take, bishop takes e6. If you go queen a5 again, I will take knight d5. Of course, always you can castle short side, but even knight f6, g takes up queen d7 should be enough. Yes, queen c4 is the most challenging one. We are taking knight d5, he takes d again e6. Queen d5, queen d5, he takes d6. Yes, I think this should be knight c3. Yes, we just play this. And doesn't matter, you go queen c4, you go queen a3 or queen a5. Yes, this knight d5 anyway comes. Maybe you have some in-between moves, because this is just completely hopeless. I think here I can take on d7 and go some queen d5 as well. No, queen c4, knight takes d5, but what to do here, what to play? E takes d6, queen d5 takes d6, so white is massively better. Yes, hard to say. And this was the first exercise in the candidate moves section that I got wrong. What should white play? Knight c3. This is obvious enough, but again, candidate moves can come on move 2 just as easily as they can come on move 1, rook b3. I thought this move, rook b3, which was played in the game, was best. White is a bit better here, but the game goes on, and black eventually even won. A real chance was missed, as after rook b3, some short castle. Yes, queen c4, you go queen a5, knight d5 takes. I think e6 is also great. No, queen a5, knight d5, he takes d6. Yes, that should be also massively better. But I can take bishop d7 and queen d5, and knight d5 the point. White's king is immune from capture thanks to e5, e6, and black is in big trouble. Queen d5 takes e6, and you go this. Yes, this is super simple. Yes, this was very easy. Okay, next one. This is yeah, this is a game what to play. Tonchenko against Vastruchin. So what to play? Mhm. Yes, I was thinking about rook b1, knight takes g2, rook b7, but maybe rook b1 you will play some rook b8, and then yes, I'm not sure what to play or what to do. Also, rook b1 there is rook e5 ideas. Can be very annoying. Mhm. What can we do? Yes, we have bishop f3, we have rook b1. Bishop f3 I don't like much. Yes, it's possible, but maybe something like rook g7. Maybe something like rook g7, but again, I'm not sure. No, rook g7 there is rook b8. Oh, but rook b1 you will go rook e5 anyway. So after rook e5 I should go rook g7. This is the idea. And if you take, I go king d4. You take, I go. You go check. I take on e3, and you have bishop e6. But that's bad for you. Yes. What can I do? Yes, bishop f3, bishop h3 we are having. I can also go this rook g7, but I don't like it much. Yes, rook b1. But what if rook e5? What if rook e5? So anyway, you want to go rook b7. But even when your rooks are on 7, you aren't threatening checkmate. Yes, I can take rook c5. I was thinking rook c5 to take king d4. And yes, this rook c5, king d4 is nothing. Yes, rook b1, rook b8. And then takes bishop f3. No, takes c. Yes, bishop f3, bishop h3 are decent moves. Rook b1 is a decent move also. I have also rook g7. Hmm. What about e5? But e5, let's say knight takes g2 or e takes f. Even there I can take knight g2, f6. Yes, you can easily. Now if I go bishop f3, you will play some, or I go bishop h3. Yes, this can be the right continuation. For example, I'm moving my rook somewhere. Rook b8. You don't play rook b8, but why? Why black doesn't play rook b8? Or let's say rook b1. You go rook e5, I go some rook g7. Or I go king d4, you take rook c5. I go rook g7, you go check on c4, I take on e3. You go bishop e6. Yes, that's good, of course. That's very. So rook b1. Rook b1 is my idea. Another very difficult kind of candidate move is when one of your pieces is under attack. Rook b1, you have it in your power to save it, and the best option is to let it go and look for a bigger uh, fish to fry. Bishop f3, this seems natural enough, but it lets a key chance slip, and ironically, it does not even save the bishop. F takes c, bishop e4, rook takes e4, rook g7, rook e8. Yes, something like this. F takes c, bishop takes e4, rook takes e4, and knight e4, king d7, and here rook goes back to e8. Yes, and white resigned. It was too late for rook b1 as black gets the d5 square. Yes, it takes f idea, so will come. Yes, f takes c. So rook b1, knight g2. If you go rook b8, then takes bishop f3 now, and only now white saves his bishop by dragging black's king to b8. After f takes c, bishop e4, we see that the rook is not loose on d7 anymore, and white should win with his superior activity. So this rook bc. Ah, wait. Yes, I rook b6. Black is crushed. Yes, but why here rook e5 we aren't analyzing? Probably rook g7 is the best. Oops. This is our next position, and let me see who is playing. And this is white to play. Yes, white to play. Mhm. What is happening? So white is up a pawn, but d4 is hanging, d5 is hanging. Knight b6 is there, c6 is there, but you will take queen c6. And there, what can I do? I have some rook b8, but I'm not sure what I'm really threatening. You will just move your king to h7. Yes, I have rook b8. Rook b8, queen b8, king h7. And what do I want? Maybe just queen d6, huh? Queen d6, he takes d, rook d4, rook d5. But if rook b8, rook takes d4. Yes, it's a puzzle. What to play? Garika Cazorla against Gur Machtik. Okay, knight b6. Uh, it is possible, but you will take queen d4, queen d4, bishop d4. Yes, knight b4 I don't like, knight f4 I don't like. Yes, some of the moves, of course, I like rook b8 or c6, but c6 just takes. I don't see what are we really achieving. I really don't see. And my pawn is also hanging. So if I go rook b8, queen d5, I'm stopping. Bishop d4, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of that bishop d4 ideas. But you have, of course, bishop d4 can be quite annoying. Also, you can take with the rook. But if you take with the rook, maybe I have queen b7? Maybe yes. Yes, 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 I forgot. Bishop d4 doesn't work. Queen d4 is there. So we go rook b8. Bishop d4, queen takes d4 is there. Very important. But queen d4, rook d4, knight f6. Yes, white is winning. So rook b8. And if I play rook takes d4, you want to go queen b7. Let's say we want to play this. And now if you take bishop d4, there is queen d4. This is game over. I completely agree because knight f6, knight d7 comes. Uh, what about this? Knight d7, rook d7, rook e8. Wait, queen c2? So queen c2 is the move. Yes, this one I have seen. If you take queen d5, then queen takes d3, and rook a3 we aren't considering very seriously. This, of course, c6 should be the idea. And now this queen doesn't have many squares to go, or what? And then c7, if rook d5, wow, this is... So queen c2, all white needs to do to win the game is get his c pawn moving. It is blocked for the moment, but that can be fixed with a small tactic. White wins a tempo on the rook. Yes, rook b8, this was too cooperative. White eventually won anyway, but black would have been fine with any number of moves. Rook d4, this was played in the game, and now white did not miss his chance. c6, yes, c6. The pawn is immune thanks to check on e7. Bishop d4 looks the easiest to me. Yes, so rook b8, bishop d4. Oh, this is interesting. Rook b8. So something like this. Uh, and it says queen e2. We are taking here. We are planking g7. And then we go queen d5. This is enough because bishop f2 is a threat. Yes, since black is threatening bishop f2, picking up the queen, white loses the pride of his position on c5 after king f1, queen c5. Black is having enough compensation. I cannot imagine black losing this position as long as queens remain on board. White's king is so much more open. So this is it. It's really as simple as that. Rook b8 next decides the game in short order. Yes, didn't like this one much, but maybe I didn't solve. That's the reason. Okay, this is black to play, and we are having this position. So black to play. Yes, my rook is under attack. I have some ideas. Of course, bishop c3 doesn't work. I have knight e2, but I don't understand much. Why do I go? I have rook e5. I have rook f7. But again, rook f7, some knight d6 will come with the tempo. Yes, honestly speaking, position doesn't look great. Yeah, the rook f7, knight takes d6. I have to go some rook f6. And yes, I have check on g6, but doesn't seem. Rook e5, he will just take knight d6, and we have complicated position. Maybe I'm not lost. Just I don't understand. I have rook d7. Maybe rook d7 is the best, with some ideas to go c4. And if you play bishop g3, I have rook f8. Maybe from that point of view, we can go rook e5. I think you have to take on d6. And now I have ideas to go I have ideas to go bishop takes c3, you will take, I will take on d5. Yeah, black cannot be worse. No, rook e5 looks much better. And if you go knight e3, then somehow maybe I can take a knight e2, knight c3. If you take knight d6, and there we are going, yes, we are going something like bishop c3, b takes c. Again, I have these ideas of capturing pawn c3 after knight e2. Yes, rook e5. I would go rook e5. Seeing defensive candidate moves for your opponent is just as important as any other kind of candidate move. Rook e5. The only reason this move is remotely difficult is that knight f4, knight e2 check looks so tempting. But once you see white's defense and start looking for other options, rook e5 starts to look very tempting. Knight e2, this was played in the game after knight takes d2, rook takes d2. White's position does look miserable and he went on to lose, but had he found bishop g3 with complicated unclear situation, things would not have been so clear. Yes, and this, yes, takes a nice c3, you are taking on d5, you have always ideas to go d2. Yes, not a big fan of this type of positions, but and yes, we have 25 minutes, and Benjamin Bog, Rasmus Vane, Iturizaga, Nodarius, international master from Georgia, Temus Galaktionov, and many others. Katerina Lagno is also playing. Yes, and many other stars. Okay, let me go to check Lichess, what is happening, what. So this one in 24 minutes we are going to, and also we have this tournament, we have this tournament. Okay, let's see what is happening here. Yes, Vega Gutierrez, Maria Rabidze, and Anastasia. Yes, it's difficult to pronounce her surname. Are having 6 out of 7, and then 5 players: Anna Oshenina, Elin Roybers, Olga Badelka, Laura Unuk, and Alexandra Zhereptsov are having 5.5, and a big number of players are having 5. Okay, this is about European Women's Chess Championship. How about Norway Chess? Ah, this one is the games. And what are we having here? So Wesley is on 12.5, Alireza is 10, and Magnus is 9, Vincent is 9, Rag is 9, and Gukesh is 8. So Wesley is gaining rating points, Alireza as well, but he lost 2 games in a row. Magnus is losing 13 rating points, and Vincent is also gaining some rating points. Prague is okay, Gukesh as well, only -2. That doesn't mean anything. And what are we having here? Let's see. Let's go first in Mongolia, in Ulaanbaatar. Ulaanbaatar? Yes, Ulaanbaatar. Okay, what are we having here? So only one player, uh, Jamsaran Sidipov is 4.5, He will be playing against Sina Movahed. Xiaotong is playing. I think he is maybe from Mongolia, right? Omar, which flag? He's probably from Mongolia. Yes, he's from Mongolia. Amar Tufshin. And then Lidi is playing against Erdem uh, Pukchanov. And Vietnamese international was is playing against Abdi Malik Abdim Salimov. And then we have Chinese international master Gong against Aditya. And then Yu Yanggi is coming against another Chinese. And then Shubin is against Xiu Xiangyu. Megaranto against Nesterov. Tin Zingyao is having 3.5 and against Agil Bilek from Mongolia. And Sumia Chingun is also having 3.5 and will face David Paravian. And yes, what are we having here? What are we having here? So we have Aravind with the white pieces is playing against Roberto Vanisian. Nihal Sarin already won against Alexander Donchenko. Aram Akopian is playing against Ray Robson. Vlad Artemiev is playing against Simon. And Vlad is having all the chances to win today. Aravind already won. Seems like Donchenko is slightly collapsed after yesterday's very upsetting loss because he was massively better. Even we can say for his standards, for his level, it should be winning, but he somehow lost that game. And today he lost against Nihal Sarin, and Sam Sevian is playing against Shan Sargisian. It's a long fight, maybe even torture. Yes, hard to say who is better and why. Yes, looks some equality. Yes, it is equality. And so early King H8. And yes, he lost. He lost because up to here it was fine. And then rook c7, bringing another rook. f4, queen h5. This is fine. G takes edge. You have to take knight h5, but f5, some attack is there. And b4. He forgot about b4, maybe e5. And you don't have any threats. Yes, Nihal won, and others are playing. This is yes, this is equality. This is equality, and it was d4, d5, c4, e6, and here takes bishop e6. Yes, very solid opening, and this is super unpleasant for Armakopian. How did he uh, get this position? Yes, I'm Berlin defense, and Aram played anti-Berlin with d3 ideas, and yes, he pushed at some point. He pushed the pawn. Yes, maybe no need to go. No need to go e6. Simple h3 would have been much stronger. This is of course unpleasant, but I think he does have chances and maybe even very good chances. You trade the bishop, knight is coming to d3. Yes, some chances are there. This is wow. I thought white is having extra pawn and a7 is hanging. If you go rook b7, there is rook a6. But Simon Gumulars are very sharp, and he goes king f8. Whoa, what a inaccuracy. What's the point of king? G5, of course G5, and then stalemate, of course. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful idea. I found this, and now you have to go king h6, not king f8. So what's the idea? It's, let's say you have rook d7 or rook a6 attacking my pawn, but I will take this, I will play king g5. G3 and I go g5. Of course, this is the idea. This is the idea. I know what to do. If you go, I want to take twice. And if you go this, then I will just sacrifice my rook. Wow, wow, wow. 2200 leading now. If she wins, Ukraine would get 2 golds on European Championships. Yes, you are absolutely right. Robert is known for his tricks even when he's lost. Wow, some of our chess players. And yes, let's. It is going to be very long stream because at least 2 hours and more I will be playing. Yes, 2 hours and more I will be playing, and another tournament in India. Okay, I will close my. Yes, at the moment we are having 65 players. Superpower. Yes, I will have my very short break and then I will come. Yes, I'm back. Queen B1. Level of this puzzle is 1456. So you go Queen B1, King H2, you take Knight F2 probably. And check and Knight E4 should be this and Knight E4. Yes, Queen G5 is checkmating, no? Yes, I can take Rook G4, Rook G4, Rook G4, King G4, Queen F2. And here Queen C1 and then takes checkmate. And this is Bishop G5 and Queen H4 checkmate. And this one should be A6, King E5. Yes, this is check and takes. This is probably Rook G3. Yeah, Rook takes G3 and Queen is trapped. This one is Rook E1, very typical tactical pattern. Yes, we go check and Queen F7 G takes F, and here you are losing your queen. Very sadly, very unfortunately. Yes, if white plays, if it is white to play, then white is of course better. So f5 should be the move, and now we take it, and then we go takes. That will come at some point to f5. Yes, f4 is finishing the game, and rook g5, and then king takes g5. And what is this? I have knight, queen d3 if I take. Yes, I have queen d3. I have also knight d8, but queen c3, knight f7, really? No, maybe queen d3, if rook d3, then knight d8. But queen d3, knight d3, you want to take knight d8, rook takes d8, rook takes s7, knight e1, and some b7, no? Maybe. Ah, yes, you can. So rook f7 doesn't work. Yes, it works. No, b7, rook c7 is coming. Yes, this should be bishop b8, and now takes, and now takes. And this should be bishop c5, I guess. Rook takes d3. Okay, this is enough. Param, Andreikin, Christopher Yu, Vladimir Fedosiev, legend is back. Legend is back is young prodigy. Yes, very strong, 27 plus. Yagis Gunner Dogmus. And then Benjamin Bok, Rasmus Svane, Dmitry Kolars, and Oro Faustino is here in the Lat or Let. Martin Karokan. Karokan lower 213 is having 3100. Rinat Jumabayev, Daniel Dubov is playing. I think tomorrow he will be starting tournament in October. And Wonderful Time has also joined. Yes, we have more than 217 players, and 6 people are watching us. Hello, and it's my pleasure. Okay, I think no pressure at all. I should try to be faster. I should try to be very solid and just yes, one game. You don't think about, okay, how am I going to play last round? How am I going to play penultimate or second last round? Yes, you just play one game at the time. Yes, I think we are having 238 and yes, many, many high rated. Yes. Okay, less than 5 minutes. And is there time to join the tournament? And Dolphin, whoa, it's unbelievable. Dolphin 2010, I think Nosach, Raman Nosach, right? Oh, I apologize. Alexander Rusov. Oh, Javakir Sindarov is also playing. And Anton David is playing. And many, yes, Alexis Arana is playing. Yes. So this brought much more players. And Denis Lazovic is here. Fabi is also playing. Hello, hello. Yes, dear friends, I really very much recommend one platform. Well, these kids are dominating, of course. So Warren has one platform. I think I already recorded one uh, video. I had a stream, and I very much recommend his platform. Please, Warren, in the chat you can share the uh, name of the website. And guys, I recommend you can check it. Yes, I recommend everyone to check chess. Uh, yes, there you can solve some uh, tactics. You can solve some. So you should feel and you should understand at what point tactical ideas are there. So you will see some games uh, by different level of players, and at some point, of course, you should click. You should pause yourself and then try to figure out what tactical idea is working. And also, Warren is having a YouTube channel. Please, Warren, you can leave the links in my chat. Okay, less than 1 minute. No, less than 1 minute. Yes, everyone is playing. Well, more than 400 players. And let's see. Let's see. And let's go. I'm playing against FIDE Master from Poland. Okay, here b6 is also working, a6 is also working. Yes, let's go a6. And b6 anyway. Yes, c takes d takes d. Let's try this f5 ideas. Rook fd1. Can we go? Yes, queen f6 I like very much. Yes, queen f6 I like very much. I'm not sure this is the best, but yes, I have to be very, very careful because yes, I completely forgot about this. Dear friends, I completely forgot about this. Yes, what if I play bishop e7, knight d5 doesn't work, c6, bishop c6, knight d4, f takes c. Okay, let's go bishop e7 because b takes c, d takes c. The problem is, yes, how to take. But maybe b takes c, he will take d takes c, I will take knight c5, and then knight d5, I will go some queen h6, knight f4. I can take on d3. I will take rook d3. Another knight is jumping. Okay, let's take. Yes, let's take this. Because knight f4 is nothing. Knight b5 you can, but and this was my idea. Yes, of course, knight f4 he does play. But I have some moves. I can, for example, play g5. Why g5 isn't working? He will take knight e6. I can take knight e6. Yes, that looks very interesting for me. G5, rook c5 doesn't work. Knight h3, g4 is coming. Yes, let's go g5. Let's go g5. b4 if he goes. Okay, let's go g5. Maybe I'm missing, I'm blundering. Maybe yes, that's very much possible. Yes, we have super complicated position, and everything started because of my queen f6 move. And knight h3, I will go g4. If you go knight g5, then g takes f. If you go with the other knight, I will take on h3. So if you take knight e6, knight e6, that looks more or less safe for me. Bishop c4, I have knight b6 ideas. You have to take. On e6 takes. You can also go knight g5, but looks fine. Knight g5, you can take queen g5, but I'm having, yes, knight e6 is going. Let's take knight e6, and let's go knight b6, yes. I have also g4. Why I'm not pushing g4? Because knight g5 doesn't work, knight d4 doesn't work, bishop e6, queen e6. And he wants to take rook d6. Yes, rook d6 he can try. Okay, let's go knight b6. If you take, I will take queen e6. You go knight g5, I have queen g6 probably. Yes, rook d6, but what am I missing? What am I missing? Maybe I'm missing something, but hopefully not. C takes d, he wants to take bishop e6. Queen e6, he wants to play rook c7, but rook c7, rook f7, knight takes g5. What is this? What is this? Knight c4 if I take? But why I'm not taking knight c4? But he will take rook e6. This is something I forgot, maybe. Bishop f3 doesn't work. C takes d, he will takes not knight g5, not really knight g5, but rook c7 is coming. And rook f7, there is knight g5. So are we in trouble? Rook c7. I can go bishop f3, but bishop f3, no, there is. If knight c4, queen c4, c takes d is coming. If knight c4, rook c4, he will take rook e6, queen e6, knight g5, queen d5. Okay, let's go knight c4. Anyway, we don't have that much time. Yes, if he takes, we have to take. Because what else? Knight g5 doesn't work. Rook c4, c takes d. Queen c4, c takes d. Maybe he wants to play there knight g5. Now rook e6, queen takes, and b takes c doesn't look great. Queen c4, knight g5. He's calculating probably knight g5 or rook takes c4. Yes, both are super interesting. Oh, he's disconnected. Or am I disconnected? Who is disconnected? Maybe myself. Okay, rook e6 takes knight g5. What should I do? I have queen g6. No, queen g6, queen d5 I have. Yes, he can take queen c4. No, it's still not obvious who is disconnected because I have experience when it shows that your opponent doesn't play and you are disconnected. Yes, he was really disconnected. Yes, queen f6 is working, c5, and now takes knight d5 is stronger. And now this queen h6, and now g5 takes. But here, yes, you just play rook e8. Yes, just rook e8 and rook d6. What a tactical idea. Knight c4, and yes, rook e6, queen e6. Yes, my opponent was disconnected. Yes, that was very complicated position in the end. Rook e6, of course, I missed this rook d6, you know. Not no, rook d6, but I forgot about c takes d, bishop e6, queen e6, and rook c7. Somehow from the other side of the board he's coming and he wants to play rook g7, he wants to take my bishop, and rook f7, there is knight g5. No, but rook e6, queen e6, and he can go rook c4. Probably knight g5 doesn't work because I can attack on g2 with my queen. No, but you can take knight g5. But you always have queen g4, queen c4. Yes, now we should forget about first game and first round and focus another round, another game. Wow, 10 people are watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you very much. And yes, 489 players, participants. And let's see if some of them are still playing. I think, yes, people, of course, are plugging each other. Okay, I'm playing against Yevgeny Shuvalov, CM, and my opponent is streaming. Yes, let's go Queen G4. I think Queen G4 is one of the main moves in this position to play. Yes, I have seen this. I have seen this, and here probably we go H5, right? You go G5, I go some F4. Yes, I go Bishop D2. And here I think we go Queen G3. And after G4 we take on um, yes, G4, and here we should take or we should play some A4. No, the main idea is of course that Black wants to play C4. So I think we have to take this. Yes, we have to take this. Yes, to keep the position open. And yes, here bishop b6. This is typical. What about a4? We can of course go a4. And let's go a4. Because we also threaten some c4 ideas. No, but c4 doesn't work. Maybe I missed. Yes, takes. Let's go bishop b5. Why not? And let's go knight e2. Yes, I can already take. And I'm sure that after bishop c6 it should be better for me. Yes, takes queen takes c6, knight d4 I have. I can also go bishop d3. Again, I'm sure that white is anyway better. I'm confused. Let's take. Okay, now first we start with short castle. And then knight is coming to d4, I guess. Yes, knight d4 he really wants to take, but he cannot, right? He cannot take. Yes, maybe queen h4 from the other side. From the other side. And maybe rook f b1, let's say. Yes, we can already go some bishop e3 and start sacrificing. And bishop c1 also does look great, but he will take on c3. Yes, bishop e3 looks good. Queen c3 he will take. And what's my idea there? Yes, maybe we can play this. And let's go rook b3. Maybe some prophylaxis. Knight c6, bishop e3 I want to play. Knight a5 I have knight f5 probably. Yes, queen e7 I can take. He will take king e7. And that looks very good for us, but maybe not enough. Maybe not enough. I'm not sure. Takes. Knight c6 takes. Maybe a5 is important move, you know. Okay, let's take. Let's take on c6 and let's go a5. So the point is being, if you take b takes a, I will go. But now I'm worried if he plays b5. Yes, he does play that. King f2. Maybe g3 first. Oh, I have ideas. I have c4 idea, which is my only hope. Yes, maybe c4 here. He takes. Yes, let's go c4. Yes, maybe later on I will not have this idea, this chance. Yes, takes, and we go some rook b1, I guess, or maybe even rook b2. No, rook b1. Okay, let's say this. Yeah, super interesting endgame. Let's go king e3. Let's get the king on d4 at least. Yes, this I have seen. I can easily go rook c1 or rook b2. This doesn't really matter. And how am I going to break through? I'm not sure at all, but yes, I have ideas. I have ideas. Let's go c3, rook d2, rook d1. Okay, let's say even rook b1. So, yes, I was massively better. Just bishop e3 or any move. Yes, no need to go a5. But maybe in the end I was winning, right? That was rook d2. Just take, of course, just take. Okay, game ended in a draw. Happens. Another round. I'm playing against FIDE Master Zachary Tannenbaum. Yes, I checked this line recently. Let's see what does my opponent want. I guess short castle is one of the moves. Bishop c5. And what did I check? What did I check? Okay, knight a5. What should I do? Maybe bishop e2? If he doesn't rush, I can also maybe wait a bit. Yes, b4 if I go, a4 if I go. Maybe bishop f6, g takes f, knight b6. Maybe knight b6, c takes b. Okay, let's go b5. Maybe some knight d2. Okay, bishop e3 will go knight d7 and he wants to play knight d7. Maybe we have to take this. Rook a3, knight d7. Bishop h5 ideas are there. Knight d7, maybe rook d3 is there. Okay, let's go rook a3. h6, bishop e3 or takes. Yes, I guess we can already. But bishop e3 I want to play, but knight d7 and then there's rook d3 is coming, maybe. Let's go bishop e3. Yes, he does not care about pawn on b6. Yes, let's take it. Let's go back. Bishop g4 ideas are there. I can also take bishop f4. Yes, I can easily take it. I can try this rook e1 also. How do you want to take? Yes, he does play with the rook. He captures with the rook. Yes, let's go some g3, for example, or rook f3. I don't like the way I'm playing, but knight b3 I have. So let's try. Takes g4. And some queen e3 if I try. Rook f1, h3 takes queen f7. No, there is queen f7 unpleasant check. Okay, maybe rook d1 we can try. Well, it should be lost, no? Wow. Eventually I won. Hello, Vartan. Looks joke, a fortress. Yes, that was quite surprising, honestly speaking. But yes, third game also I was massively better after b5 knight takes b6, but later on I think he got more than enough compensation. The second game was winning for me. First game my opponent was disconnected, and we have of course close to 500 players, and let's see how is game ended in a draw. Game ended in a draw. Yes, and I'm playing Bakhtiar Askarov, international master from Kazakhstan. We played each other a few online games and maybe even only one. And of course, we also played over the board knight d2. Here I have c5, and c5 is one of the moves to go. Yes, knight c6, let's say. What if I try queen b6? What will my opponent do if I go queen b6? Yes, well, I have queen b6, of course. I can also play very simple, like taking and bishop f5. I don't think it works. So maybe we have to take and some bishop f5, e6. Knight h4. Yes, this I have seen, and I don't mind. I don't mind if you want to take, please. These queen c7 ideas are there. Let's go queen c7. Yes, but what about bishop f4? Does he? Queen f3. We can of course take it, and there we don't have problems. But we can also maybe keep them. But how do you want? Like queen d6, for example, no? Let's go queen d6. Yes, let's go a6. He wants to play knight b3. Yes, I remembered this idea. If I go e5, then e5 d takes c, knight e5, but we don't have anything. We don't have anything there. But we can continue with g5, a6, b6, bishop b5 is coming. So a6 if I go. Okay, let's try a6. Queen e3. My opponent played queen e3. So he does not care about any short castle or anything else. No, we have to castle. We have to castle. We have to go some rook fd8, let's say. b4. He does play b4. He does play b4. Yes, let's go e5. Let's take with the queen. Let's take with the knight. And maybe rook c8. What if I go rook c7? Knight b3, but I have knight e4 ideas, no? f4. He does play f4. And where should we go? Knight c7, knight c4, knight c6, maybe even knight c6. We can go this, but I'm scared of some c4 ideas. What if he plays c4? We take, no, knight c6 probably. Knight b3. Okay, let's say rook c8. Nothing is really working for us. Maybe knight e4, but there I don't see. I have to be very careful. Maybe knight e7. Maybe knight e7. Wow, he doesn't blunder. I thought my opponent missed that I can take, but he of course not, because he wants to take and knight c5 is coming. Okay, let's go knight d7. We also have some ideas. We also have some pieces. Yes, king f8. Yes, knight c5. He goes knight c5, of course. Yes, we have to take, I guess. And now what if I go rook d8? Can I try rook d8? Maybe we have to go some rook d8 stuff. But I'm not sure what is this. Rook b6 he does play. And if I take... But if I go knight c6? If I go this? If I take on a5? Rook d5 takes. We can take on c7, c5, and then take. Yes, we have to try that. Check rook g8. Yes, game ended in a draw. Game ended in a draw. I was maybe no nothing. Yes, rook d7. Rook d7 would have been better. Yes, no chances, no real chances. Oh, 13 people are watching. Wow, my pleasure. My pleasure. Yes, so far, I'm having 3 points out of four, and so my main goal, at least I'm trying to be faster and to not get any unpleasant situations. Because second round I was having my chances and I was throughout the game massively better. Third game I won. Yes, maybe at some point I didn't play well, but overall I think I was okay. Fourth game I also didn't have any problems. Yes, opponents are not very high rated, not very strong, but anyway, very decent. Yes, now we are having a break, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, where are we having this? I think it should be, yes, it's somewhere here. Yes, break has just started. Now I will have some short break and then continue another four games, another 4 rounds from fifth to eighth. Yes, I'm back. Let's make today's uh, views close to 200, 300 if we can. Okay, many players are having 4 out of 4. And let's go to see, are we having any interesting, yes, Norway. They started Alireza against Gukers, some theoretical battle. This is, of course, should be okay, should be good for. And Magnus is playing with the white pieces against Prague. And Wesley is playing against Vincent. Let's go to see uh, this tournament. Yes, Aravind drew, and Nihal Sarin won. Aram Hakopian is playing. He has all the chances, and Artemiev won. Artemiev won, and Sam Sevian is playing, and Sevian is in some trouble. Sevian is in very serious trouble, I would say. Because knight is completely out of the game, but you have rook b6, knight d6, so black is anyway having great position without any problems. And I think very soon we will start another round. We need some more points, more wins, but no pressure, no pressure. Sergei Zhigalko is 4 out of 4. Reza Mahdavi and Garrett Bale. Little skip. He's 31-13, national master. Fabi is 4 out of 4. Fabiano is 4 out of 4. Arjun is 4 out of 4. Yes, and I'm playing against Alex Sahakian, international master from Armenia. Let's go. Let's try some, maybe 92, some h3. I think g4 should be the idea, right? Bishop e3, or we don't really play bishop e3. Maybe bishop e3, why not? But what do I want? Oh, short castle. Short castle should be the move. And here, what are we doing? Bishop e3, maybe? Yes, bishop e3, let's say. And we can also go a4, I guess. But why I'm not playing knight g3? Yes, this should be at some point my idea, right? To reinforce and threaten maybe g5. Okay, bishop a6, I have rook e1 always. It takes the, yes, there's rook e1. We have to go. Yes, it does play knight f8. And what are we having here? g5, I have an idea. Yeah, g5 can be interesting. And the point is to go d5 later on. D takes c, f4. Yes, we have to go some g5, I guess. Then d5. Not sure, not really sure, but let's see. C takes d we can take with the knight. Yes, we have ideas to go h4 if need be. Yes, he does play c5. And let's go already h4. Why not h4? Let's go this. Yes, he's going c4. Let's go h5. Let's go queen g4 as well. Or a queen g4, bishop c8 he will play. Queen h4 and maybe some h6. h6, and that is working. Okay, let's go bishop f3. Why do we rush? King g2, rook h1. Queen somewhere and then doubling the rooks. Okay, king g2. Rook h1, I guess. a6, yes, he's trying. Bishop g4. b5, we have to take maybe on c5, we can take on c5, but let's go this. Let's go some queen f3, I guess. Maybe some knight a4 from the other side of the board. Yes, he goes there. He goes there, and what should we do? Maybe some rook h4. But why rook h4? Why not rook somewhere else? Like, let's say rook h4. Let's say takes. What are we having? Knight takes c4. Probably I should be taking. Yes, I have queen f4, of course. I have queen h3 as well. Let's go this. Knight g6, we have rook h7, rook takes e4, rook takes g7, and then f6. Yes, and if takes king f8, what should I do? f6? And if it takes queen takes d5, rook g7, queen h6. Yes, queen h8, queen f6. Yes, this. Yes, but rook g7, queen h8. Yes, this it's a checkmate. No, check, check. Yes, checkmate. So I checkmated. I would like to see. Yes, very complicated one. Rook e1, and here d5. d5 or g5. It takes d, and here d5. Yes, this is typical. I didn't know much about this line and these positions. Now, this is good, of course. This is very good. And another question, yes, bishop c5 ideas are also good. Maybe I didn't play the best, and of course I didn't play. And here, and yes, f takes g is the best. Knight f5 takes, e4 is coming, and knight e5. Yes, knight g6 was working. Knight g6, rook h7. Wow, I saw this. Rook h7, rook e4. He played this, and he forgot. Okay. Yes, 10 people are watching. Yes, only 3 players are having 5 out of 5, and then 4 players at the moment. But oh, we should be checking this. And who is better? Yes, Arjun is better. Rook b4 should be played. Otherwise, rook a3, rook d2 is coming. A2. Yes, this is over because rook d2 and then knight b3 is coming. And then we have this game. Fabiano. Yes, Fabiano is better. Fabiano is better, but not that simple. Bishop c5 is coming, and Fabiano is playing. Yes, you can always repeat the moves. Rook c2, rook g6, king h2, and rook is coming to g5. Fabiano already is losing. This is lost. Will queen a4, queen a2 was checkmating. Queen a2 was checkmating, but anyway, Fabi is checkmating. Wow, Fabi checkmated. That was super interesting. He realized that king is coming to h6, and then he was also bluffing, but and Andrei Kim won against Alex Rustemov. Okay, I think soon we will start another round. Surprisingly, Hikaru doesn't play. And yes, Gianmarco Leiva Rodriguez from Peru. d5, f6. Let's go c5. Queen b6 is one of the moves. What else am I having? I think c4 is also a possible move here in this position. Bishop f5. Okay, what is this? We have to go some e6, right? Because if knight takes c5, he can take. Yes, e6 looks good. And g4, yes, I was thinking about this g4. Does it work or not? Let's say bishop e4. I have f3, and then knight takes c5. D takes c is there. If I go bishop g6, h4 is coming. He wants to say that h4. Yes, but let's not forget that always I have. Let's first go bishop e4. And let's go here. Queen a4. He does play queen a4. Yes, but let's go knight d7. Let's not trust my opponent. If you want to take my pawn on c6, you are very much welcome. Knight d7 doesn't look good. This is the idea, of course, and bishop e7. Let's go. Why not? Bishop e7 because bishop c7 is nothing. I have queen c8 always. I'm trying to get some compensation, maybe some enough compensation. I'm not very much satisfied with my position, but maybe still possible to play. b3. Okay, b3. So c takes b, there is bishop c7 ideas. And we have bishop h4 check. Bishop h4, he will play some king d1. Rook c8. Yes, rook c8 does look nice. Yes, we can also go check on h4. Yes, we have c takes b. We have also short castle, but c takes b, bishop h4, queen h4, bishop a6 doesn't work, bishop b5, but we have b2 ideas after bishop g3. Knight b3, we can again go. Yes, we have to take this, and we have to go short castle maybe, right? Yes, he doesn't care much. He continues. What if knight b6? I go. Let's go. Yes, queen a3 takes. Of course, we can take, but I was thinking maybe bishop e7, but bishop a7, he can go queen a5. What is that? What is that? Maybe f5 I can try. Knight c5 if he goes. First bishop e7. Bishop e7. Queen a5. Queen a5 he does play. Yes, we have knight c4 and maybe we have to go this. Doesn't matter we want or we don't. 5 doesn't look great. It is. Takes. Maybe queen d7 I have also, but knight c5. Bishop takes. Rook c8. And if you go bishop d6, there is rook a4. Queen d7. Oh, but this is just unbelievable. Look at this. Look at this position. And I'm having 1 minute 6 seconds. He's having 34 seconds. Why I took this? Is Niemann playing? I don't think. No, rook a4. He could play queen c7. Yes, queen c7 was there. Okay, I'm playing Tagir Salem Gariev. Yes, it happens, of course. It happens. Some of the games we don't play well. Yes, a6 here, bishop e3 is an interesting move. I remember this queen f3 move. Bishop b4, what was the idea here? Maybe bishop d3? Maybe this was the point. And why not queen g3? And takes. Yeah, do we have to castle? Yes, some position. E5, bishop c3, there is e takes f. E5, knight d5 doesn't work. I want to go knight e4. Let's go e5. Let's go knight e4. Knight e4, maybe something else. No, knight e4 does look great. f5. If he plays knight g5. Okay, knight e4. b5. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. Okay, how can I continue? Bishop g5 I'm having. Knight f3, knight g5, but he will play some knight h6. Queen h4. Yes, I can also push my pawn up to, let's say f4. I don't like it much, but let's go. Yes, f5 he does play. If I take it takes f, knight f6, I go some f5. Or I should go some knight g5. But what am I threatening? I'm not sure at all. Okay, let's take. This is my 5. Yes, e5. I can go knight f3. Maybe knight f3 if I try. Knight f3 looks very tempting. No doubts. But I can also take queen e5. He wants to play knight g4 or what? Oh, let's go knight f3. b5, knight g5 is my point. So if I take knight e5, he wants to take knight e4 d takes c bishop e4 or bishop e4 d takes c knight e4. But queen g4. Okay, let's take. Bishop e4 d takes c knight e4 looks more tempting. But yes, he takes with the knight. Nothing is working. Right, knight g6 I have in between moves, but okay, d takes c is my idea to play. And why bishop d4 is not working? Why bishop d4 is not working? He will play some queen e7. We have f6, rook f6, rook f6, queen f6. So bishop d4 is not enough. If I play queen g4, what will he do? Maybe we have f6, rook f6, knight f7, g takes f, we have bishop h6, rook g8 doesn't work. No, but that I don't want. That's not enough. What if bishop d4 I play? Or bishop h6, he will play something like queen e7, I will take. Let's go here. Maybe rook e1, but d5 is coming. I was thinking to play what I was thinking to play. Knight d7 I'm having or not? Queen d7. Now I'm going to with this bishop c5 if he goes rook e4, bishop d4. But I just what have I done? What have I done? I just completely forgot about time. Oh! Yes, I apologize because oh, this is unbelievable. This was unbelievable. This is something unbelievable. Oh, I checkmated rook f8 and okay, two players are heading and let me check my my second camera. This is good. And I'm playing Paramasudlu. Let's go. Paramasudlu, very strong player from Iran. I have to be very fast because my opponent. Let's go d4. Let's take. Okay, what can we do? Bishop g5 is an option to play. Yes, bishop c4 is an option to play. Bishop d3 is also possible. Oh, I was thinking about bishop e2 to play. Yes, knight b3. Bishop e7. I think here. Uh, yes, maybe h4 we can try. And here I was thinking about f4 to go. I think this is the line. It accepts bishop f4 is there. And then I will play queen d2 long castle. Yes, he does play this. And maybe f5 we can already go. Maybe f5 because what else? G4 ideas. But G4 also does look interesting. You know, G4 it accepts G5. He goes back. We take H6. Yes, H6 is quite annoying, you know. But let's try G4. Why not? Knight e4 doesn't work. Knight G4, Bishop G4. It takes F is there. H5 is there. Rook C8, Rook C3 ideas are there. Yes, Rook C8. Maybe I will go G5. If you take G takes F. And some very complicated situation. It takes F, yes. I'm not going to take bishop f4 because you have knight e5, but bishop f4 is also possible. But maybe g5 is my idea. Knight g8 I will take on f4. He wants to play h6. Yes, h6. I was thinking rook g1, h takes g, h takes g. And maybe there I'm... yes, h6 he does play. He does go h6. But now maybe f5. f5 bishop b3 takes knight h7. He will go. Or knight g8. Yes, we are having problems there. Bishop e3 is possible option. Of course, f5 takes, he will go knight somewhere. Knight somewhere and g5 h takes g is coming. No. If I go g5, what is happening here? What will he play? Yes, let's go g5. I think this should be the move. Takes. Knight h7. Yes, I saw this. But yes, maybe we have to go bishop f3, right? Bishop f3, knight g5 doesn't work, and bishop is maybe not that badly played because rook g1. But why not rook g1? Queen b6. Queen b6, rook g3. Wait. Rook g1, queen b6, rook g3, knight g5, bishop g5, bishop g5. Yes, there I'm not sure. Because rook g1, knight f8, I have h5. And I would like to play rook g1. Bishop f3, we can also play, but knight b6 ideas might be there. So rook g1, rook g3, knight g5, h takes g, rook h1, bishop f1, or bishop... but yes, I have first bishop e3, no? Yes, that's maybe important. Yes, again, I should be playing faster. I should be playing faster because I'm just burning my time. I'm just burning my time. Yes, and h5 was my point. Yes, h5 we have to go. But maybe he wants to take and knight e6. Okay, this we should go. No one is asking. No one is really asking. Yes, rook c8. I think bishop e3 is very much a needed move. Though knight d5, I can also try knight d5, but let's try fast. Let's play faster. Let's go bishop e3. If he wants to take it, then please, at some point we have to go queen d2. Yes, this, and what is happening here? Queen d2, he will take. Yes, queen d2 we have, and I guess queen d2 we have to play. Yes, we have to take. Bishop takes c4, and now we are choosing between this h6. But h6, g takes h, g takes h, bishop h4 is coming, which is super annoying. Long castle, rook h5 is coming. Wait. Maybe I didn't play well something. The rook h1, but knight e6. How am I going to play there? Wait. Again, I'm maybe knight d5, knight b6, knight d5, knight d7, bishop b6, g6, h6. I completely forgot about. Okay, let's go h6. Let's take. Yes, we have, but I should start playing faster. I'm just sleeping. This is just lost. Oh, again, I had all the chances. I was massively better, I'm sure. But what is happening? Why am I playing so quickly, so slowly? Hmm. Yes, I never had it XD was stronger. Yes, I was playing super slowly. Yes, I was playing super slowly. And yes, I'm 5.5 out of 8. Yes, only one player is having 8 out of 8, and then one player is having 7.5. And yes, very unfortunately, I lost against Paramasudlu. I don't think I was ever better. Somehow, last two games I'm playing very very slowly, very very slowly. Okay, final three rounds. Let's see if we have blues on time, sir. Yes, I didn't play well. Okay, tournament goes on so far. Now we are having another break. I have to play very fast. I have to be very fast in my decisions. I'm trying to find I'm trying to find timer. Yes. No, 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 no. This cup is, yes, Football Club Barcelona. Oh, Rook G1, but he played Rook C8. I played Bishop E3, Knight B6, Queen D2 takes H6, and G takes. You have to go King D1. King D1 is better move. Yes, I could. I played bishop f2. Bishop f2 takes rook h6. He could play queen f6, but he didn't, maybe because of some knight a5 stuff. But I think it simply doesn't work because you can always take on f2, maybe. Okay, anyway, I need to forget all what happened. Maybe we can briefly check here. Norway chess. Gukesh is playing. Magnus is playing. I like, but yes, it's some equality, and they are also playing. And what are we having here? And yes, 4 games are over. Only Sevian and Sam Sevian and Sean Sargisian are playing. Black is better, but game goes on. And I'm playing FIDE Master Gabriel Arteaga. Let's go. Okay, rook c1, I'm not sure I know this move order. Why I'm not pushing d4? Knight a4. But queen a5 check is maybe there. Okay, knight takes d4, I guess. Bishop e2. What is happening? e5, knight e5, knight e2. I have. Yes, I can go knight e2. b6 ideas, I'm not sure because knight d4, bishop d4, bishop e3 might come. e5, bishop e5, but knight f3. Maybe queen b6 and rook d8. I'm not sure at all. I'm not sure at all how to play queen b6, but b4. Okay, let's say b4 doesn't work. Knight a4, let's say knight a4 also doesn't work, but I'm not sure why knight a4 isn't there. Yes, I have to be fast at knight e2. Knight e2 I don't like, b6 and then queen. No, that I don't like for sure. Knight f3. Knight a4, queen. Knight f3, bishop f3, bishop f2. King goes somewhere, queen d4. Let's try this maybe, and if... Okay, let's go. Knight a4, so my point is being to maybe take, and then take on f2, and then queen d4. Yes, this, and I was thinking knight f3, I can go rook d8, I can play maybe this. Knight d4, rook d4, I will go. Bishop d2, queen d8, rook c2, e5. Again, knight b5 is there. So if I take knight f3, is he missing something or not? Knight f3. Okay, rook d1 I have. How is he going to take? Okay, this. Yes, he's taking. Queen a5 or bishop f2. Now queen a5, maybe I have to go. Wait, what is this? Bishop f2, queen a5. Rook, before queen a4, rook d8, knight d8. Yes, I have bishop f2. And then before takes. Let's go this. Maybe I blundered again. Maybe king f8, maybe h. Maybe moving the pawn. What a complicated game. Bishop d7 and queen took c4. Yes, it was winning, of course. b6. Just play b6. Just play b6. Okay, Alexandros Papassimakopoulos. Yes, this is well-known position. White is having ideas to go h4, g4, g5. Yes, we have to take b6. Yes, I think different moves are there. And one of them should be this. Or maybe bishop e2, right? Because knight e5. Let's play bishop e2 and let's make his c5 ideas harder. And why not queen c2? Maybe some small pressure is there. Yes, I was thinking to. But what if knight e5, knight d7, knight c6, queen somewhere? Yes, let's go knight e5. And why knight c6 isn't working? Bishop c6, rook c6, no? Rook c6, rook c6. And what does he want? What am I missing? Yes, we have before ideas. I completely forgot about queen h7 ideas. Knight f6, he will play check, knight g8, bishop e4. Okay, let's go there. Let's go check. Yes, I can go also a5, let's say, because rook c8 and then bishop c6. Oh, he is threatening. I just don't see. I'm completely blind today for some reason. Yes, but why not 95? Or 8xb, 8xb, 95? We can take, right? 8xb, 8xb. Maybe some other square for, like, why not knight a7, for example? If he takes rook c5, b takes c, bishop f3, knight c8. If he goes bishop f3, knight c8. If he moves the rook, rook c7, bishop f3, knight c8. Rook c5, b takes c, queen a6 doesn't work, bishop f3 doesn't work, rook c7. Let's go this. Hmm. Still game goes on. But knight b5? Yes, he wants to continue. Let's go knight takes c7. Okay, but here I can push c6 and then, yeah, let's go c6, queen h7, g6, queen h8. F yes, he resigned. He resigned. He didn't play well. Oh, rook f7, what a beautiful checkmate. Bishop e6, I found this. And again, I'm winning. And f4 is checkmating, of course. I didn't see. Yes, f4 is just checkmating in a few moves. Yes, thank you very much for your messages. That means a lot for me. Oh, what Denis Lazovic against Fabiano. And who is better? Yes, Fabi is winning. Fabi is massively better. King d5 you can go, but king c5 he wants to play, and then rook g3 is coming. Maybe not that simple. Maybe not that simple at all. But maybe rook b7, rook g3. Oh, Arjun is playing Ike Martirosyan. What a fight. What a legends. Complicated. What a situation. What a situation. Rook d2, knight d2, rook d2, g takes f, knight d4. I cannot watch. And this is, I think, what just put. The problem is what to do because a4, knight c5, bishop e7. Yes, but he does have enough time to make a draw. He does have enough time to make a draw. And Vladimir Fedosiev is playing with the black pieces against Sergei Zhigalko, and Sergei Zhigalko is, yes, he's lost. 93, rook g2, rook f2, rook g3. Yes, Vladimir Fedosiev won. And, whoa, 11 people. And look at this. Dr. Tiger is playing against Dmitry Andreikin. But white is winning, but white has only won almost 2 seconds. Yes, should be winning. Should be winning for Dmitry Andreikin. And yes, Andreikin wins. Um, and Vidit is playing against Lagno, and black won. Lagno won. And only one game. And Mitraba lost. Oh, this is unbelievable. Mitraba lost. He could take, but he was trying to. Okay, I'm playing International Master Harry Grief from United Kingdom. Yes, this one I have seen. Bishop d7 is one of the moves. And then knight c6. Yes, I have also queen c7 ideas. Then knight c6. No, let's go bishop d7. Play knight c6. g4. If I take knight d4, he will take bishop d4, e5, g5, he takes dg takes f. But knight d4, rook d4, e5. I'm taking his pawn, no? g5, he takes d. Knight d4, bishop d4, e5, g5, he takes d, g takes f. I can go bishop f4, bishop f6, but d takes c looks quite tempting. Let's go. Maybe some prep. Yes, I can take with the knight. I can also go with the bishop and then bishop e6. G6. G6 is very much possible move. We can also go king h8. Why not g6? Yes, knight d5. Maybe we can take, let's say, with the knight, then with the bishop, then rook c8. Okay, I like queen c4. If you take, I can take f takes c, I have rook e4 maybe. I can also take d takes c, rook e5, bishop f6 is coming. Should be better for me because uh, black is upper pawn and almost always I can trade the queens. I think this is yes, but here I have two moves. I have bishop d6 also, which can be quite interesting. Why I'm not playing bishop d6? Because bishop f6, maybe he wants to play rook f5. So let's go bishop d6. Why not rook takes e4? Bishop h6, I might go rook h4. Bishop f8, there is bishop f4. If you take, bishop takes, rook d6, h5 takes h4. I think my pawns are just bishop d4, but yes, I'm just a check, let's say, and rook e8. Okay, we can go bishop e5 also, I guess. And let's start also pushing this pawn maybe. e5 doesn't work. How should I start pushing my pawns? Maybe some bishop f8 we can even go. He completely lost, no? Yes, and he resigned. He resigned. Okay, tournament is over for me. Tournament is over for me. Bishop b7. I played this. Knight takes, so he forgot. He forgot about this, and now takes e5, and now takes. Oh, even here, bishop h6, rook e8. What is happening here? And then f4. Wow, 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 wow. My tiebreaks aren't very good. Let's see the final standings. Let's see them. So Denis Lazavic won, and then we have Fabi, Haik Martirosyan, Alexis Sarana, Javohir Sindarov, Christopher Yu, Joe Spam, Nico Teodoro, 9 out of 11. Yes, those are. I'm on 29th place. Yes, I'm on 29th place. And yes, congrats to the winners. Congrats to the winners. And Lover Shima is ahead of me. Mm. Bogdan Deak, Volodar Murzin, Chess Lover, Aquarium, Dr. Tiger, Ibarra, and Andreikin is ahead of me. And yes, this is all, dear friends. Thank you very, very much. I scored 8 points out of 11. And yes, thank you very much for being with me and supporting my channel with your comments and with your messages. I appreciate very much. Yes, some of the games I was playing well, and starting from some point, I was very, very slow. I don't know why, because against Parham, I was slow. I was also slow in this game, second last round. Um, but overall, 8 out of 11. Thank you very much. And congrats to winners.